That is the excellent hormone. So actually music can create, like ice cream. When you think about ice cream, you drip saliva in your mouth. Also in the brain, you produce a hormone called dopamine. Dopamine. Actually, it is a pleasure anticipating hormone, technically. When you think about something which you like, you feel happy inside. So that is the outcome of hormone dopamine. Dopamine. So we can create dopamine through listening to music also. In sex, it is produced to the extreme direction. Not during sex. I'm going to have sex. That pumps up hormone. And food. I'm going to eat today chicken biryani or mutton biryani. The anticipation, that hormone makes you craving for it. So that hormone is good, very good hormone. We should nurture that hormone because it is against a hormone called cortisol. Cortisol is tension hormone, which gives you stress, which gives you frustration. So that is the opposite. So mostly we are producing cortisol, mostly. So we should really find ways and means to get into this kind of production of good hormones. Through meditation, we can produce dopamine. The research shows that the same part of the brain which glows during sex, during meditation also the same part of the brain glows. Same part. The brain doesn't know whether you are having sex or whether you are meditating. Nothing. Brain doesn't know. Just a response. So we don't have to have sex really to enhance or to experience that part of the brain. We can experience also listening to good music. Sex is only probably at the most 10 seconds, yeah. But this kind of enhancement will last for even half an hour. That is a quickie, we call it. Quick. This is everlasting. Good book when you read. Some brothers know. Good books when you read, you produce that hormone called dopamine. When you do gardening, you produce play. After play, you produce endorphins, also dopamine. So that is how, when you look at nature, dopamine. The exercise what I am giving you this morning, they can produce volumes of dopamine. Yes, if you are really entering into them, unbelievable dopamine. So God created us to experience dopamine, not cortisol. Not cortisol. Cortisol can be good in fearful situations where you need to escape. Fight or flight, you know the 4 responses: fight or flight, fornication, feasting, those 4 responses. Fight or flight conditions, that is good. Cortisol, that helps you. Otherwise, you will become a prey or a bait or a victim. Yes. All hormones are good. But the way you produce them, the way you get into access in them makes your life good or bad. Yes. If you are a happy person, you are the outcome of hormones. You should know that. People go out and buy hormones and they eat them and they feel good. Yeah. In the absence of, you don't know how to produce yourself. So that's why you go to pharmaceuticals, buy the medication and you toss it, and then they do the same thing. Your body is not producing, so you take it from outside, you supplement. That's how medication works. But you can generate your own. That's why Kerala, they are the masters of wisdom and also the masters how to understand the body, biology. Kerala stands out. That's why they got the natural therapy treatments in Kerala. And I also go to here, one Kerala, Ayurveda. I found they are 100 times better than allopathy. Yeah. I think it will be excellent if brothers can. In Sayar, our brothers are there, Arul and Pakinadan. Maybe that land can be turned into naturopathy. Wow, that will be a greatest service for humanity. I mean, I think Brother George should look into that. Health is very important, very important. Like education. I mean, education comes next. Health is the best. I mean, even our Sanghakala Ilakyams, they glorified health. So I think that thing we should look into that. And Jesuits, they don't look into that. They are the topmost. And Salesians, they don't look into that. Maybe Montfort brothers can take a lead in health. In that sector, only hospitals we have established. After getting sick, we address the problem. That is not right. Before you get sick, you should educate people in good health and affordable. Affordable. For the commoner to get access to quality treatment. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So maybe we can really focus into that area which will benefit to the greater part of humanity. And also it is urgent. New diseases are popping up. So we have to address that issue. Anyway, beautiful music. I was thinking, enjoying music. I didn't pray anything. Just I was observing what you're doing. That is a prayer. That's what St. John Mary Vianney says. How come you spend so many hours in front of the Lord? I can't do that. People are asking me. Then he told, I don't do anything. I look at him and he looks at me. That's it. That's it. So don't force yourself. Get frustrated, you can't pray. No, just sit down there and observe. That's it. And you enhance with beautiful instrumental music. If I say go and produce hormone by listening to music, don't switch on A.R. Rahman, Ilayaraja. That will not produce hormone, they will produce cortisol. Yes. They will never produce, never ever. Like flute, Hari Prasad, Saurasia, Chitara of Ravi Shankar. This music can produce, and classical music. Instruments, no words. Words can distract you. And drums, extra volume. And also, I observed brothers were masters in, what is that? Arranging the volume to the perfect decibels. I mean, that 30, 40, that is the excellent decibel level where you can enhance your hormones. When it goes beyond 40 decibels, you will get little disturbed. When it goes to 80, no, your peace is lost. You are in fight and flight response. It is fear, fear. Every Sunday Mass for me was a fight or flight response. Yeah, Sunday Mass. Everybody wants to show his own instrument. Yes. Boom, full volume. Boom, full volume. Woo, full volume. Priest, full volume. First reading, second reading. You don't return from the church with peace, with plenty of cortisol, 1 liter in your head, you return home. But you went with little bit of dopamine and you lost dopamine and you are coming out of the church with the stress. Noise pollution can stress you out. You should learn. Very easy to be happy. It's not expensive to be happy. Above all, it is free to be happy. You don't have to pay anything. So in fact, that's what we are going to talk about right now. Free. Ecosystem, free services. So now again our focus is on nature, especially ecosystem. Man-made ecosystem is here. And what kind of free services they provide? In fact, Jesus says, you receive free. Give it free. Give it free. You learn from nature. All wisdom comes from nature. Nature doesn't learn from humans. Never, ever. Only one way. Humans learn from nature. So learn from them. Jesus teaches, learn from them. Learn from them. Look at the fox, he says. Look at him. He's a small little creature. There is a big mountain there. He can put a 5-star pole from this end to that end. 5-star pole I want home. And he can live, he can raise a family on a big pole, but he doesn't do that. He takes only what is required for his little family. And he puts a pole, you know it's a tight fit. He goes inside the house. That is sustainable. He doesn't take the whole mountain, even though nobody lives there. Nobody lives. He can take, he can use it. That is a wisdom. So learn from nature. When Jesus said, look at the birds, learn from them. Lilies, learn from them. Sustainability, learn from them. Fig tree, learn from them. They are the doctors of the church. They are the great teachers of the church. But we have proclaimed humans are the doctors of the church. I mean, look at Jesus in Matthew chapter 10, verse 16. He makes two species, two persons, let's say, doctors and martyrs of the church. Snake. Canonization of two saints one day by Jesus himself, not by any pope. Be prudent like snakes. Today, snake becomes the patron saint for prudence. How did he name that? That is another lecture I will give you later, but now no time. So Jesus proclaimed, he is the doctor and martyr of the church. He becomes saint. Because that snake was abused because of the human misunderstanding. He was killed, decimated snake. So Jesus cares for the species because of human misunderstanding. Even today, the snake says, I didn't do it, I didn't do it, I didn't do it. What didn't he do it? The woman took the apple and he ate and gave to man. The woman, you did it. No, I didn't do it. Then man said, I didn't do it. At last, snake, you did it. And then snake couldn't have words, can't speak. That is the day he took the hood and denied, I didn't do it. I didn't do it. Even today we are hushing up the truth. Yeah, hushing up the truth. Kill him, otherwise the truth will come out. Kill him. So Jesus, Natame, Tirpa, Mati Sulla. Yeah, Natame, Jesus was a Nata man. Tirpa Mati Sola. Yeah, make him a saint because he was abused for the crime he did not commit for the past 2000 years. He cleared snake off. He is innocent. He has value. He has learned prudence and accepted. Okay, humans, they don't understand all that. He is my little brother anyway. Whatever he does, I wouldn't hurt him. Pigeon, say. Pigeon becomes the patron saint for innocence. Not any human saint. No. No. I mean, wow. That's amazing. We can make everything in nature because they came before us. We are the last. We are the little brother and little sister for even a mosquito. Mosquito is living 80 million years. He was biting even dinosaurs. He had a relationship with dinosaurs. Let us put it that way. And today, even mosquito is biting us. He knows the tasty food. He can tell us which blood is more tasty. Is human or dinosaurs? Yeah. Everything has value. That is what we are going to learn today. Our focus is on the natural world. Today, our relationship with creation. So, I want to give away everything has value. Even a stone has value. They are beings. We call them abiotic and biotic. They are abiotic, we call it. But we don't know what they are doing. That's why we call it abiotic. But everything is a being, has value. They have their own place. God found them. Good. Good. Okay. I want to have, again, 4 brothers. Same. Other youngsters, please come. Or our senior brothers also can come here. Can sit down here. Please. 2 here, 2 here. Okay? Yeah, come. See, brothers, already very nice. Excellent, brother. Come. Come. 1, 2, and 2 more. Come. You come here. 2. All right. The batteries low, I guess, but it's all right. Okay. 2. Okay. I shouldn't divide them, okay? But this is human dysfunctionality, I would call it. Human mind is always fragmented, left and right. So I have divided even a unified ecosystem, I have divided it. This is how we distort the reality. I know it. Anyway, today we are going to talk about ecosystem-free services. All right? We don't pay anything for them. We don't pay anything for them. Everything is free. The air I breathe, free. The carbon dioxide I emit, plants take it up. They don't charge. They take my poison, and they make it oxygen. So free. In this process, we don't pay free at all. This is free. So United Nations Millennium Ecosystem Assessment has identified 4 different kinds of services they provide, ecosystem services. All this can be contemplated throughout the day today when you go out. Think about that big tree. Oh my God, how much of carbon sequestration it is doing.
You know this factory here, just here, there is an office there. Look at the carbon emission there. The whole thing factory is taking up. That is a wonderful way of engineering today. Those kind of 10 trees if you have here, all the carbon will be sequestered by the trees, what you are emitting in this campus. And you can put it outside carbon negative campus. All this building should be carbon negative. That means what you emit, your own carbon sink, that is trees can sequester all of them, and also they can sequester carbon emitted by that railway station also, able to sequester. So that is what we have to aim at now when we talk about ecosystem-free services. Carbon neutrality, that is what today people are discussing in COP26. Okay, here, first provisioning services, that is what the ecosystem provides. Provisioning service. What is that provision? You all know food, water, air, fruits, vegetables, nuts, all good stuff, clothes, timber, everything. Everything what we have is provisioning service. That is what ecosystem provides. Today, go and check it out. They all provide, but we don't pay anything for them. Absolutely. Then comes regulating services, which means, you know, the temperature. I mean, every day sun is coming and then temperature is being increased, but still we maintain the same temperature for the past 3.8 billion years, more or less, okay? Which is conducive to life forms or organic life. Maybe like 25 to, I should put it in a scientific perspective, minus 70 to plus 70. So that is how, it doesn't go beyond that. But now it's going to go now. Within 9 years, it's going to go up. So anyway, it has been doing millions of years. Who is regulating it? Ecosystem-free services. And it is regulating service means also the carbon cycle, hydrologic cycle, the water and rain, the process, no? That is regulating. Carbon cycle, nitrogen cycle, buffer against the natural hazards like floods, like cyclones, and soil erosion, and buffer against also diseases. Otherwise, we would have more coronaviruses, but nature buffer against it and then controls. Even the coronavirus, we think that we have killed them all, but no, nature is helping us to mitigate it. So nature does it. Nature thinks, you can't go against nature, it will go on. That's why 2 years it was going on. That is the way coronavirus, for nature, it is not something bad for the organism, it is good for the organisms. Actually, that is the way they control the carrying capacity of the earth. That is the way they use. Otherwise, we go multiply too much, and then the whole species is going to risk of extinction. So by controlling human population, we will have a chance of survival far into the future. That's why this virus has come and controlled. So this is the regulating. This is supporting services. What is supporting service? Photosynthesis. Free. And pollination, bees, insects, unbelievable insect world. 75% of the animal kingdom is insects. If God, that I always thought of John 3:16, like always if I want to change the text, I want to change like this. God so loved insect that he sent his only son, because 75% of the natural world is insects. So anyway, pollination and did I say photosynthesis? Yeah, this is supporting services. They support us. So there are a lot of them. The last one is cultural services. What are the cultural services? Inspiration. You know, Jesus' desert event, that is cultural service. He went there and remained 40 days. That is how we read in Mark chapter 2. Unbelievable. 40 days he was, and then he writes, he was with the wild animals. That is the word he uses. He was sent to the wilderness. The Spirit of God, led him to the wilderness for 40 days. He was with them with the wild beast. Yes. So inspiration. Buddha also got enlightened under a tree, Bodhi tree. And the heritage places in India, Western Ghats, rivers, Himalayas, and poetry, music, wow, cultural services and recreation. India, 20% of the GDP comes from tourism. It's large GDP. Unbelievable. And then the self-esteem of a nation. Wow, King Cobra is from India, Bengal tiger from India, peacock, Devadaru trees, teak, all those wonderful and spices. This all cultural services. Imagine so many services absolutely free. So today we have switched off all these services because of human activity. Now, for the past 2 years, lockdown, you remember that? Actually, they were all at the brink of collapse. Coronavirus came, at last, everything closed down. The nature way of controlling humans, okay? Now 2 years, now the ecology is fine. The ecosystems are beginning to provide, again, free services. They're all restoring and beginning to provide services better than before. But again, we have opened everything. Yeah. So, again, we don't know what will happen to the restored ecosystems. Anyway, we should be really contemplating on them. Today our focus is entirely on them. And this is how Pope Francis is telling ecological education is a must. The parents should teach the children, hey, look at here, look at our mountain. What service that mountain is providing to our village? The parents should take the kids to their own little forest or bushy forest or rainforest or the lake or a stream. Teach the kids what they are providing for us. And the beauty, take the kids and tell them, see, there is God's. Love this. They created parents. That is how you should push in your school. It should start in the family. So that is how we educate. So now, a big, company Ambani or Adani comes to build a big factory next to the lake. Because children already educated. This ecosystem provides us free services. Without them, we can't live. Already have educated them. When Adani comes to create a factory there, you think those people will remain silent? They won't. They won't. They will completely chase them out. Tunda ganam, puniya ganam. They will run away. Yes. Because of people lack education. That's why today our land becomes vulnerable. So I think we are the protectors of the ecosystems. That is our, not only protecting people, after all, people live in these ecosystems. So the larger thing to focus is ecosystems, where brothers and priests, those who are in responsible jobs like bishops, we should talk about them and care for them and educate our people. This is evangelization. Today, talking about ecosystems and services provided by them is evangelization. Nothing. There is no difference. Exactly, we are doing evangelization.
We should go for breakfast, Father.
Yeah, sure, we'll go. Sure, it's finished, yeah. Okay, sorry, yeah. We'll finish it. It's already time. Okay, I finish it here and let us go for breakfast. Sure. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, brothers. Thank you.